to take a step back and practice painting different parts of the face. I did a Bridgerton fan art for Fan Art Tuesday. I was not pleased with how it came out. So now I'm taking a step back and looking at different parts of the face. So we'll work with eyes, practicing painting eyes, then we'll work on painting the nose and the mouth. So I'm going to put my, let me make sure I'm on the right, let me erase that. Need to make sure I'm on the right layer, because I don't want to paint over that. Okay. Just to get the face shade. I did it on the wrong layer. Really? Okay, well, never mind. We will paint over that then. So we are going to paint faces today. After seeing my recent painting of Bridgerton. Because practice makes perfect, and this Vermillion app is still very new for me. So we will do this face. I messed up and didn't paint my outline on the very top layer. So I have to remember that I had a line there. That line is the fold. So when I go to paint the rest of the face, I need to remember that fold. Okay. Eyeballs are not 100% white. I know, it's crazy. If you look at pictures, they will have black in it. I mean, they'll have gray. They'll have a gray tone to it. I mean, they do have some white, but you're going to have to add gray as well. So we are going to add gray. Oh, don't get the brown in it. I should have used a smaller brush, but that's okay. We'll blend it and make it better in a second. Okay, so I have my dark brown and my gray. Now I'm going to add the highlights. Around that. Okay. And change myself back to my skin tone. I have a video on YouTube already of how I came up with my skin tone colors, if you want to see that. And I'll also show you how to save your own custom palettes. I'm going to literally go from this color all the way up. I'm not going to go in this area. If it's the part facing the nose, there's always usually a shadow there. So I'm going to leave that kind of like that. And there's usually highlights on the back side of the nose and up at the edge of the brow, depending on your lighting. Clean brush. A little more highlight up in this corner here. And then we're going to add another highlight on top of that too, so. I want to go darker in that fold. Might have to add some more blue to that. And she might, or he might, have problems sleeping. So we'll add a little bit of each there with some more drop shadows. Okay. I'm getting this, even though this is the skin color I'm going for. Everybody has kind of a pinkish lip. I'm going to have to add some white on top of that. And then your little tear duct and everything, you got that in the corner. I'm going to have to lighten that up. Add some more pink on that. Just released another video before this one on practicing straight lines. You really gotta practice your straight lines, because if you're gonna be doing things like that. Now I know this looks totally weird, but that's how it is. Everybody's pink on the inside. And remember that little crease? Oop. I'm going to add my stabilizer because I just don't trust myself on the lines right now. This is the part I really want to practice on. And I'm having to go real slow with this because I don't want to screw anything up. I'm going to pull down a little bit. Kind of soften the bottom part. But keep the top part solid. I mean, it's not perfect. It's really not that perfect. But it's a lot better than what I did in my fan art video, so I guess I can't complain. Oh, and I told you I was going to add a little bit of extra highlight. I don't know if this is light enough. Yeah, it's light enough. We want you to be lit. You deserve some light. Oh, see, that turned out really well. I'm saving my lashes until the very end. Now I need some eye color. We'll go with brown. Okay. This is a brownish blue. And I'm really kind of holding my breath because there's no go back as far as I know, because it's supposed to simulate real painting. So if you screw up and mark the whole thing, and I've done that before, you're not able to fix your painting at that point. So I'm trying to be as careful as possible. Oh. Okay. So the eye. Depending on the eye, it's usually really dark around the outside. Then you have your black on the inside with highlights. But here's the part with the color. Usually, if you were to microscope an eye, you have tons of individual different colors making up that eye. So that is what we're going to do right now, is add color to our eye. And I'm going to use this little brush here. And it is not cooperating, but that's okay. Because I gotta practice my straight lines more. You can go all the way into the middle. You'll just be covering up with the black anyway. Need to go with a lighter brown maybe? I want to go darker on that one. So I'll add some blue. add too much blue. Very dark. Okay. I might just add that color for the middle too. You know, I don't like that brush. I'll go back with this one. Okay. And now a little more paint, please. Okay. I can't leave the the lid standing. We're going to have to get some black. Eyelashes. You don't have to go all the way across. Like, you don't have to add like a million lashes. And they're not always straight. Because you're looking at the face head on, you need to paint them at a slight curve. Because they are trying to curl up. And this is someone who's not wearing makeup. And you will be curving the opposite direction. And we'll add you a little friend. Alright. Woo, that looks so nice. I mean, it doesn't look perfect, but it looks good. So I like that. We have eye shapes this size. And then you might get some of the Disney type almond shaped eyes. And that's basically the same thing. Just a different shape. Oh, let's see. We'll go with you this time. Because there's a different way of painting around the lids. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. So here's your color. Here's your white. And then there was a little weird piece of skin right here that will be like a pink, kind of like your tear duct, but on the other side. And you could go slightly darker with the skin tone as well. Which is what I'm going to do here. Okay. And then of course I'll have to do my white and black again. Because this is the tear duct side, we're going to start highlighting the upper part of the lid. Mixing that in. Mixing it in. We'll go darker. This will be our nose side. Side of the nose. Get you painted here. And let's say the bottom of the eye, since it's a nice rounded eye, I might actually pooch you out like you're out a little bit. Give you just a little more highlight. And I need a little more color. Because I want to give it a 3D depth. And where I did do shading, I might bring that out a little more. We want 3D. We want 3D. Because I'm going to have to go in and add that pink, remember, for the inside of the lid. There we go. Now we had that line. For the fold. And of course your eyebrows. And we're going to soften the bottom part of that lid. Okay. This might not... Oop. But because we have this roundness, I went out a little bit past the line due to the way the eyeball was. And then we gotta have our little tear duct pink there. Get in there. Okay. You know what? She might have some highlights, or he might have some highlights right there in between the fold and the lid. Just the side. There you go. Now, what color should we make those eyes? Well, first, let me get the gray. Okay. I'm not going to clean that off. Actually, I need the smaller brush. Get some gray on there. Oh, it's mixing, but that's okay. I'm not going to clean my brush, I'm just going to go straight back into the gray. I'm going to add some white to the eyes, just to give it a little more white. Not too much. Okay. So this is the part closer to the nose. This is the part outside by the face. We'll go blue. We can't just straight up use that blue. That's not a good eye blue. Oh. So I'm going to add some black. Can I add some gray to that maybe? Oh, close enough. Okay. So now we're going to paint our eye. Depending on your art instructor, whoever you have teaching you art, they are going to tell you not to be so anal with your colors. And I had an art instructor one time that said that. So if you are looking at a face or an eyeball, don't be afraid to add a million different colors, million different shades, add more pinks, add more blue for your shading. Don't be afraid to add color. Me, I'm still afraid to use color because I'm a perfectionist and I don't want to screw anything up, and that's okay. We're going to add some bluish gray. Now here's how some people paint eyes. So we're going to have, well, not enough white. And I still need a little bit of blue. We're going to take our original blue, put our new color on top of it. That is not blue. Why did it turn purple? I mean pink. Anyway, we're going to add our second color as a round circle. Kind of a grayish blue. The only difference is we just don't have all the lines creating that middle circle. Now we're going to add some lines. Now we're going to add our now with this eyeball shape, remember how I said that we went past with that pink line on top? That's where the lashes are going as well. And we're just going to add our lines. Oop. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back to my first one a second. Some paintings or some tutorials I've seen on eyeballs suggested that you shade the top part of the eye. We're going to do this dark brownish red here. Actually, let me get the blue one right here. Yeah. And then we'll add some as if you have another shadow on top. So you're adding a shadow from your upper lid, essentially. I'm not going to do this one in this video because I'm running really long. So we will go into the side view. And I'll just discuss the side view as far as painting. Your eye is from a side. Depending on the angle that you're at, is going to leave a little gap there. So this is the front of your eyeball. Okay. That's the front of your eyeball. On a real eye, your iris is not at the edge. Your iris actually, this is the front of the eye. Your iris actually sits on towards the back of the color. And that's really how the eyeball is. So when you're doing your eye, so when you're doing your eyes, you don't want to paint this front part black. Don't be tempted to do that. You want to kind of center it towards the middle. And of course, angle, if you can get your brush to cooperate, make it a little rounder on the right side. I'm not doing a very good job because I'm using the wrong brush, so it's coming out cat-like. And then you want to do your highlights just so. Your tear duct's going to be down here in this little corner triangle. And remember how I went over on the lid? Oh. I'm going way over on this side. And way over on this side. So when you do your pink for your lid, I'm using the wrong color, but just for example, you're going to go